If you're the kind of golfer who has a swing which has a big loop in it, here's a little exercise you might want to try. Most players have a loop where the club travels very much around the body on the backswing. The club then moves out over the top and swings down, very much down and across leftwards. Now the reason why you swing left is generally because the ball curves right, and the ball curves right because the face of the club is pointing rightwards of the direction that you swing. So of course, if the ball always moves out to the right, players will generally start to try and drag everything left to stay away from the right hand side. So the face is the first thing you have to fix and make sure that's square enough. So on the way down, generally people's club face spins open, so you'd see from the camera's angle the club face and head are on the left hand side of the shaft here. We should have it twisted a little bit so it's on the right hand side of the shaft, as you can see there. But that said, for the loop itself, make sure the face is square, but a stand bag here is a really helpful tool to have. Get yourself set up with the club shaft pretty much on the waterproof zip. Then just take 2 large steps away from the bag directly towards your target line, and that way you won't hit the bag when you swing. From here, have a look at the bag. We're going to try and swing up on the high side of the bag, just above the ball pocket, then round the head covers if they're in your stand bag, and down what feels like on the underside. So you're making that opposite loop to what you have done previously, noticing the club face is still on the right hand side of the shaft there as the camera looks at it, facing somewhat down at the golf ball. So we go there and there. Now when you swing for real, it probably won't have a loop at all. It'll maybe reduce the loop you originally had, but reason being, when you feel like your club is moving round this direction, round behind you, that's happening at the same time as the body's continuing to turn. So of course the body turning throws the club out. So if you feel as if the club's going this way and the body's moving it back out the way, it'll probably come down a reasonable line. So again, here's the rehearsal. So on the high side, round the head covers, I can see it just out peripheral vision there. And then when I go for real, it's probably reasonably close to up and down the same line. So bear in mind the feeling is always different from what's really happening. Some players, the feeling to the reel is a big gulf. Other times it's a little smaller. But you can use video feedback and just see where it actually is in reality compared to how it feels.